Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to another Matchday Live episode. It is Thursday, which means the Europa League is back for Arsenal. Now we have travelled to Greece for this one, taking on Olympiakos. Now it's not going to be as easy as people think. Of course, Olympiakos are coming down from the Champions League. They finished third in their group, but of course their group featured Bayern Munich, who are on fire right now, and of course Tottenham, who are not quite as on fire. And they actually did manage to get a draw against Tottenham. So Olympiakos going to be a bit tough, but of course with Arsenal having such fresh legs, with the little break that the players have had and the good performance that we put in against Newcastle United, you would say that Arsenal are going to be the favourites for this one. So I would say we'd take a score draw at the Olympiakos Stadium. I'm not sure what the stadium's actually called, but as I said, an away goal would be nice, an away draw at the very least. Hopefully, obviously, we can get the win though. Not sure where Olympiakos currently are in their league table, how they're doing in the league. I should have checked that before we started recording this video, but oh well. As we know, Arsenal not having the best of seasons in the Premier League, so it could go either way if I'm totally honest. So hopefully the good Arsenal players turn up and they put in the performances which they are always capable of. It'll be interesting as well to see what side Mikel Arteta goes with. There was, I think he said yesterday, he wants to go with a first 11, his best 11, because the players are so fresh right now with the rest that we've had. So there's no excuses. Nobody should be rested. Not really any real injuries to worry about other than any long terms, of course. So really it should be our best 11 starting tonight. But of course, with it being the Europa League, the youngsters do tend to make it into the starting 11, so it will be interesting to see if any of those actually start this evening. We'll have to wait and see, as I said, see what Mikel Arteta actually goes with. But so far, as you can see, on FIFA 20, we've had a pretty dramatic first 30 minutes. We've already had 3 goals here. Arsenal having 2 away goals. Olympiakos just picking one back here to get themselves at least back into this tie. And maybe back into this game actually. We need to be a little bit careful now. Don't want to be conceding any more goals. It was a great cross, good header. The defender was there but not quick enough, and the attacker heads it past the goalkeeper into the back of the net. And the score then after half an hour is Olympiakos 1, Arsenal 2. As I said, we did put in a good performance against Newcastle United at the weekend. So it would be nice to take a victory in this one to take into the weekend's game. Not sure who we have at the weekend actually. I should check on that as well. But hopefully we can crack on this second half with a good run. Obviously we need to be fighting or pushing towards the top 4 places, maybe in the top 5th, depending on what's happening with Manchester City as it stands right now. Of course, they are banned from all European competition for 2 years, so they won't be in the Champions League next year, regardless of even if they win it. So of course it will be depending on their appeal on that, of course, and then whether the 5th place team in the Premier League is going to be awarded the Champions League spot or not. All things we've got to think about, but of course we've got to do our own jobs yet. We may not even get into the top 5, let alone worrying about any Champions League spots. But of course, if we do go on and win this competition, the Europa League, we will be in the Champions League regardless of that. So that will be quite something. If we do get that and finish in the top 5, then possibly, I'm not sure how it works. And then obviously if a English team win the Champions League, not counting Manchester City, then there could be the top 7 maybe going into the Champions League. I don't think that's how it would happen. If an English team won the Premier League, sorry, not the Premier League, Europa League and the Champions League with Manchester City out, would that be the top 7? So I don't know how it would work. It'll be interesting. We'll have to wait and see on all of that. But the English teams have got to perform yet. Remember last night, I don't know if you watched it, was it last night or the night before? Tuesday night, Tuesday night, the Champions League was back, and of course Liverpool did lose against Atletico Madrid. I did have a feeling that Atletico were going to take the football straight to them and get the goal and then obviously defend, because that's how they do, and they did the job exactly how you would expect them to do. So it's going to be a tough call for Liverpool in that second leg, but of course if there's any European stadium where you can get the results, it is going to be at Anfield. It's a whole different kind of atmosphere So I'm sure if there's going to be a team to come back, it will be Liverpool. So it's not quite ruled out yet. But of course, if Atletico Madrid can defend like they did at home, then they've got a good call for going through and knocking out the European champions. We'll have to wait and see. Well, let's get back to Arsenal. As you can see, we're having a good day right now. That's another goal bagged for Arsenal into the back of that goalkeeper a little bit late there, but Torreira bang on time to bang in Arsenal's, was that 4th or 5th goal? Let's have a look. Lucas Torreira then making it Arsenal 5. There it was for the 5th goal then for the Gunners. So just over 10 minutes to play. A good performance all around here for Arsenal. I don't really expect 5 goals in tonight's game in real life. I will be watching it, of course. So we'll see how we get on. I'm hoping for a good positive performance. So anything can happen away from home in Europe. As Olympiakos have got themselves another goal here. 10 minutes to play. You never know what could happen at the Emirates Stadium. Hopefully not anything special for Olympiakos, I'll say that. But with 5 away goals, 2 home for Olympiakos, they will be needing, what, 4 goals to get themselves through. I can't see Arsenal conceding 4 goals against Olympiakos at the Emirates. Obviously, that is just regarding our result, but of course Arsenal won't score 5 tonight, and we won't be conceding 2 either. It'll probably be a little bit tighter. So if Olympiakos are going to score, I expect it to be like a 2-1 Arsenal win, maybe a 1-1 draw. As I said, it'll all depend on the players which make the starting 11. But we are coming to the end of today's episode, guys. Leave, as always, your votes in the top right. There was always a poll on these Matchday Live episodes for you guys to let me know who you think is going to win the game. Will Olympiakos cause a bit of a shock here, or will Arsenal come out convincing winners? Hopefully we can get a couple of away goals without a reply. That would be absolutely superb. A great advantage taken back to the Emirates Stadium in what, a week or two's time? I think it's just a week, isn't it? So fingers crossed we can get the job done. As we're trying to get a 6th goal. Can we get it? No, we cannot. And there it is. That is going to be the end of the game, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you did like it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you back in the Premier League in the next one. Peace.